right, my minions. There's a train behind me, so hopefully... Look at the train. Look at the train. Alright, so let's see if hopefully this mic and this noise canceling works. And we'll get into it, but I think it's cool to have a train behind me as I'm recording. But the topic of the day, polygraphs, polygraphers, polygraphs. Are they legit or are they not? Are they bullshit or fiction? And I know both bullshit and fiction means the same thing, so it means I'm hinting at something, right? But before we get into that, let's let you know, same shit that I was telling you before, commercial and all that. However, also, we've got accepting donations, accepting clients, been handing out flyers. Holla at your boy, come to NemesisGroup. Let's get you right. All right. And like and subscribe. So polygraph. Let's see. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm always real with you. The horse shit. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it, except for those allergies. Except for those who have blind faith in them, whose career depends on them, because they're polygraphers. And if they actually admitted that it's horseshit, they'd be out of a job. But it's horseshit. I've taken 7 of them. Passed 2, failed 2, 2 were inconclusive. And I'll go into exactly, I know why I failed. I know, we'll get into that in a moment. But anyways, first of all, lie detectors don't detect lies. They detect, well, I guess what you can call deception. And even that's flawed, because what the machines are doing is reading biomechanical responses. So that's your breathing, your heart rate, your pulse, your perspiration, you sweating. That's why they have you sit on that pad. When you clench up your butt cheeks, your sphincter, yeah, right where the taint is, where the muscle you use to hold your pee and poop, all of that. Your body's response to stimuli, your body's response to certain questions. And if you respond a certain way, have a certain response, it's supposed to determine that you're lying or being deceptive, which isn't true. And I'll give you an example. Here you go. So, what does your body do when you're lying or fearful or guilty or nervously guilty? Well, you might start to sweat and you'll start to breathe harder and breathe heavier. Your heart rate increases, your pulse goes up. Well, and that's true. But what happens when you're happy? What happens when you're excited? What happens when you're nervous because you're about to see a loved one that you haven't seen in a long time, especially if that loved one is a significant other? What happens if you're about to go on a first date? What happens if you're about to go into a competition and compete? Same responses. Your body goes through the same exact responses. Joy, sadness, happiness, fear, guilt, excitement. The machine and polygraphers can't determine between those. You give the same biomechanical response regardless. So yes, it's horseshit. A person could be deceptively telling, could be lying and being deceptive. A person could also be what they call stressful truth telling. Yes, I admitted to something. I'm explaining something, but I don't necessarily feel good about it. But it's not something that I hid. And I'll give you another example. So, say you stole from your parents. Okay? You stole from your parents. Now, you got caught or you admitted it. You made amends. You paid it back. You made it right. 3 years down the line, you they ask you about it during a polygraph. Well, basically, so how it works is you'll fill out a form, you'll write everything down, and they'll ask you, is there anything you did not admit or tell about? Okay, but you already disclosed everything. Doesn't mean you don't still feel guilty about it. So now that thought pops into your head and you feel guilt. You have people who are thinkers. They're always in their head. But the polygraph and the polygrapher can't distinguish that. Depending on your training, steady state training. Wrestlers are perfect for it, and my training is kind of the same way like that. You have wrestlers who go from cold, stone, calm to ramped up in a second. The moment the referee or whatever says go. The moment they say go, boom, heart rate spikes. Circulation starts moving faster to get blood and oxygen and stuff to all the muscles, because now you're in a goddamn gridlock battle with your opponent. Your body doesn't necessarily know the difference. So when I've taken the polygraphs, the polygrapher even noticed it. My heart rate went up, my pulse went up, my respiration. I actually had to do controlled breathing, which is also, in their eyes, is an indication of deception, like I'm trying to cheat the system. It's not that. I know what's happening to my body. My body knows the challenge is a challenge. The test is game time. Let's go. So, whether I'm shooting or sparring or taking a goddamn test, it's all the same. My body responds the same. Some people, which is crazy, they are horrible test takers, which is basically what a polygraph is. They're horrible test takers. I've seen people almost pass out taking written exams. Sweating, fidgety, nervous. Is that bad? Is that illegal? No. So, on top of that, it's so fucking subjective. The 2 times that I guess, failed, the machine gets picked up on something that the polygrapher missed, and the other time the polygrapher picked up on something that the machine missed. All were shit. Like all 6 of the basically, I guess, with the standard law enforcement polygraph that you'll get for most part, and not all law enforcement entities even use them. The marshals don't do polygraphs, so they know better. This shit. There's a reason why this shit's not submissible in court. It's way too subjective. And the reason why we keep using them is for liability purposes. So if something does happen, or if someone does decide to break bad, that they can say, "Oh, we did all we could." It's shit. You're going to trick. You can trick some people into getting caught and telling the truth. I've spoken to people who admittedly have lied through polygraphs, and you can look at this. You can research this. They claim the true believers claim that it's scientifically based. It's not. It's so not. Just look at the data, do the research, or even volunteer to do a polygraph yourself. It's crazy. And as I said, my experiences is definitely just evident of it. How do you have 2 different ones where you could prove it's so subjective? One of the tests that I failed, the machine picked up something the polygrapher didn't. So basically now I'm at the whim and mercy of the skill or incompetence of the polygrapher. And the other time the polygrapher picked up on something that the machine didn't. So who's right and who's wrong? Mind you, like I said, I've done all the police standard ones. I think they're called full scope, because the CIA has like a 4 to 6 hour one. I think that's called the lifestyle exam. I haven't taken that one, but the police one, the full scope, my answers have never been different. I don't lie about shit. You guys, anybody, I'm many things, good and bad. A liar is what I'm not. It's not fucking worth it. If I fuck up, I admit it, learn from it, make the corrections. Tomorrow's a new goddamn day. It's not that serious. It's not worth lying over really for anything. And I don't do shit that's gonna get me in trouble. So But yeah, so like my answers never change yet. Just depending on my damn training. Let's say my training, the reason why my heart rate and stuff goes up, like the polygrapher couldn't get a baseline of my heart rate and my pulse. Or did he put a blood pressure cuff on you? I don't remember. But yeah, and I could explain it to him, but you're not allowed to because they're supposed to be objective, but they're subjectively reading everything. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. The 7th one that I took was the counterintelligence one, which is so fucking easy. I think it's like 10 minutes long. They ask you like 5 questions. They're just making sure you're not a spy. If you have never committed espionage and never not tried to overthrow the goddamn government. Yay, okay. That's simple. Which is fine. Like, again, I don't do shit that's going to get me in trouble, really. And anything that I have done, I've openly admitted. I've got a whole bunch of goddamn speeding tickets. I've got a class 3 misdemeanor from back in 2004 from trying to elude police to get out of a speeding ticket. You can ask me anything. You know, another guilt thing. Say you cheated on your spouse and you've made amends and you admit it. You've never done it again, and for whatever reason you cheated on your spouse, whatever. 5, 10, 15 years down the line, if you love your wife or husband, whatever, you're still going to feel guilty about it. Like I said, it's shit. I don't know. Tell me your stories. What experience have you had with polygraphs? You have those that are blind faith, and I've taken polygraphs with polygraphers who are true believers. There's no point in trying to debate it with them because they're true believers, and at the same time, where you got a specific scheduled slot to take the goddamn polygraph. Let's say I passed 2, failed 2, 2 were inconclusive, and then the CI polygraph I passed, which was simple. But yeah, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I think there was something else about it that I wanted to comment on. I just don't remember. But yeah, polygraphs. Comment down below. Share with me your experiences. If you're a true believer, explain to me. Show me why. Explain to us why. If you feel that it's science-based, show me the evidence. And we can have a healthy debate, go back and forth. Show me how it differentiates between happiness and sadness, guilt and excitement. You know, stressful truth-telling. And I get that, okay. It might be a good jumping off point. Like, this person's responding for a reason. All right, let's look into that. And if you actually do an actual investigation based on that, and that makes a blind determination, they're fucking up people's livelihoods and careers with this nonsense because it's bullshit. If they're using it standalone, end all be all like they've been doing, they're wrong. If they're using it as, well, you know what, something's here, let's look into that, let's investigate this, it could be nothing, but it could be something, okay, then I get that. That the person could be deceiving, could be lying, but let's look into it. Or they just could be horrible test takers, could be doing stressful truth-telling, could just still feel guilty about some bullshit that they've already admitted to and everyone knows about. So, again, this is the government we're talking about. I would love it if they would just take 5 fucking minutes, 5 minutes, and apply common sense to their fucking problems. Just 5 minutes. That's all I ask. I don't think it's too much. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, not 10. 5 minutes. My God. Like I said, not every agency uses polygraphs. It's because they know better. It's bullshit. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. There are other ways to go about vetting people and figuring out what's what. So that's my 2 cents on the matter. Please like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I appreciate you being here. Again, accepting donations, accepting clients, virtual training is a thing. Come out, Nemesis Group. Let's get you right. And I will see you next time. Have a good one.